What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Suzanne Vega, and we're returning to Solitude Standing, 1987. And this is a song Sophia recommended, Wooden Horse. I also wanted to give a shout out to Darren, who's been commenting and has some clear insight in terms of this album and her catalog more generally. Again, I get it, I'm jumping around a little bit, but yes, I wanted to react to this tune, which on the surface of it, I'm inclined to interpret along the lines of a Trojan horse. Now, I at the same time have to paraphrase Eddie Izzard, who once talked about the idea of the Trojan horses. Like, it doesn't make any sense that they believe that. It's like, oh, okay, we're taking off, we don't want to fight you anymore, we're just going to leave this ceremonial wooden horse as per usual. No need to look inside it or worry about its presence in your community. But yes, I do wonder whether this might relate to that idea, which has, become an idiom for something that is seemingly or superficially a tribute and perhaps an acknowledgement of reconciliation, but which is actually just another form of attack, and one that is intended to lower someone's guard only to then strike and perhaps make a killing blow. So, of course, wooden horse could be one of those ornamental, like rocking horses. It could be something that has completely no connection to the concept of a Trojan horse. But on the surface of it, that's what it made me think of. And yes, if it is a different understanding or a different rendering of the phrase, then I suppose it could be some ornament, some talisman or token, a toy representative of an experience, a connection, a phase of someone's personal life or something in history that then bears all that meaning and emotion in physical form. I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. I will stop talking now. This is Suzanne Vega. The track is Wooden Horse, and it's from her 1987 album Solitude Standing.
Became alive.
last little drum flourish, but instead it faded out. Nevertheless, a really interesting tune sonically, pretty minimal, and this cycling, I suppose not fully tribal, but definitely like, what's the right word? Like raw drumming cycle. It had this very like simple intensity to it. Then there's that deep bass groove, but by and large it felt mostly like a minimal minimally arranged track. Now, having said that, there were some layered guitars in there. There was a section near, or like in the second half, where it seemed like Suzanne's vocals became interwoven, or like there was this larger texture, like she was, layered, harmonizing with herself. There was like a keyboard layer, like a pad keyboard layer that gave some atmosphere. So there were parts of the track where it was actually denser, but by and large it had this very minimal, quasi-tribal feel to it. Lyrically, she really is this expressive but quite abstract poet. I feel like over the course of the tune, I went back and forth on whether the Trojan horse concept was relevant at all. Certainly we get reference to a little white wooden horse, which does seem to embody or has been imbued with her essence, her feelings, her sentiment. But there's also reference to the idea of, she may get killed at night, the walls around like drop away, and then at night or in the daytime they come back. And so it seems, if we're going on the idea of the Trojan horse, that there may be some legitimacy to the idea that it's not what it appears to be in the light of day when nighttime comes, and it may be more dangerous. And she even had that idea about the white horse itself, I think, like being inside. And of course the essence of the Trojan horse is like there's something inside that's hidden, which then like comes out to reveal itself in the evening. So yeah, again, I went back and forth on whether that concept was actually related to what she's talking about here. And indeed, the idea of what was wooden was actually a lie, or like turns into a lie, that seemed to play into the idea of a Trojan horse. But I really don't know what's happening in terms of how it all stitches together, or what the essence of this narrative is, which it feels more like snapshot or like visual vignettes, emotional vignettes, and less like a very clearly traceable narrative. But yes, she wanted to be a writer like her father, so it sounds like there's some expectation or some lineage that maybe she feels like she's not living up to, or like is not consistent or permanent. And again, I don't know whether this white wooden horse that turned out to be a lie is an indication that she couldn't live up to this lineage, or that she wasn't able to realize the potential or the inheritance that she had. So lyrically, I'm fascinated. I just don't quite know how to take it. Vocally, I enjoyed it. She has this very entrancing voice. It wasn't big, it wasn't intense, but it was very lyrical, by which I mean the way she conveys the melody. And as I said, there was that moment or section where it feels like there were a number of Suzanne voices that began to interplay with each other and provide a larger like vocal texture. So yeah, it's a fascinating tune, an artful tune, a very poetic tune. I just don't know quite what to make of it on a first listen, so I'm keen to hear anyone who has some insights. Do let me know what you think, and we will be back with Suzanne. And again, I've been jumping around, so it may not be the next or the previous tune, but we'll find another one to go through. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.